In this video, we review the Green River Campground at Dinosaur National Monument in Jensen, Utah. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Today we're going to do a campground review at Green River Campground in Dinosaur National Monument in Jensen, Utah. Guys, this is a fantastic place to camp. You are definitely going to want to go see the dinosaur fossils. In fact, if you want to check out our camping and exploring video from Dinosaur National Monument, I'm going to put a link right up here where you can check that out. But guys, this place is awesome. Let's get right into the review. The Green River Campground is located inside Dinosaur National Monument in Jensen, Utah. It's near Vernal and not too far from Salt Lake City or Grand Junction, Colorado. It is kind of off the beaten path. Here's a look at the campground map, and as you can see, it's right along the Green River and consists of a couple of loops. It's a pretty nice campground. We're going to start off by taking a look at two example sites. And so the first site we're going to take a look at is Site 39, which is indicated by the red arrow. And this is a good example of a back-end site. We try to do some representative campsites in our campground review videos. It's something new that we've added. So we're going to take a look at 39 first from the road. As you can see, it is a paved back-end site that's pretty wide. So that's pretty nice. You know, you have plenty of parking. And so we're going to make our way into the site here. It looks like there's a little tent pad there where you could pitch a tent if you wanted to. And then there are some big rocks guarding the parking area, so be careful you don't back into it. This site is equipped with a picnic table and a fire pit with grill grate, and some places to pitch a tent or a screen house. There's the restroom across the way there. Okay, we're going to also take a look at Site 53, and 53 is a pull-through site. And it's pretty representative of the pull-through sites in the campground, and it's indicated by the red arrow on the map. So as you can see, these pull-through sites are really just turnouts on the main road. They don't actually go into the site. It's just parking along the road. We actually used one of these for our stay. And so it gives you plenty of places to park, and obviously easy in and out because it's right on the road. And then the site is equipped with a picnic table and a fire pit with grill grate. And as you can see, there's lots of places to pitch a tent or a screen house. Some nice trees for shade. There's really no vegetation to block sight lines, so you're going to see your neighbors and they're going to see you. But this is a really nice campground. I really like it. Let's take a look at the restroom facilities in this campground. The restrooms are indicated on the map with the red arrows. So there are 4 restroom facilities scattered throughout this campground. And the restrooms do have running water, but no showers. And this is typically what they look like. And you can see there's a water fill spigot and a water fountain just outside. That's where you get your fresh water. And then we're going to do a little tour of the men's restroom. Never go in the women's restroom. Sorry, ladies. I don't want to get screamed at. So as you can see, there is a commode with some handicap bars, a urinal, and a sink and mirror. So pretty standard. This campground has a fire circle where the rangers give interpretive talks on all different types of topics. Check it out. The amphitheater is right along the Green River, and it's indicated by the red arrow. And a lot of the national parks that we were at have ranger talks at these amphitheaters in the evenings. So really cool. As you can see, really nice benches to sit on, beautiful view of the river. Really nice place to hear a ranger talk, or maybe your group's doing something and you want to use the amphitheater for that. So really nice amphitheater in this campground. This campground is right on the Green River. Check out the access. So right next to the amphitheater is great bank access, and it's a great place to just go hang out by the river. So you can see I've marked it with the red arrow. And here's a look. You could see the bench there from the amphitheater, and so you can get right down to the river. And people were kind of waiting in the river. It is pretty fast flowing, so you're definitely going to want to be careful if you venture out into the water. But you could bank fish. Pretty nice.
Let's take a driving tour.
So for our driving tour, we're going to follow the path with the red arrows. So we're going to come in off the main road, go down the hill, and then head into Loop A. So here we go. That is the overlook that overlooks the Green River and the Green River Campground. It's pretty cool. You can see the campground from up the hill. And this is just a beautiful part of Utah. And I mean, obviously, you're going to want to visit Dinosaur National Monument to see the fossils, but the rest of the park is just beautiful views and amazing hikes and petroglyphs and pictographs carved into the rock. I mean, just a really cool place. So as we turn left here, this is going to take us down to Green River Campground. And all this is downhill. And this is one of two, I believe, campgrounds on this side of the National Monument. And it might be the only two campgrounds in the National Monument at all. But it's definitely where you want to stay if you want to see the fossils, because it's very close to the quarry exhibit. And it's also very close to the petroglyphs and pictographs if you want to do any of those hiking trails. And I did mention in the beginning of this video, guys, that we did a camping and exploring video for Dinosaur National Monument. So check that out if you want to see what all you can see here at Dinosaur National Monument. All right, so we are entering into the campground. I don't really know what that little building is. I'm guessing it's a little office or something, but I never visited it when I was there. So as we go, we're going to turn left into Loop A. And these sites are sites 1 through 20, right? So that is site 2, that pull-through site with all those rescue vehicles. Those guys came down for a picnic lunch and just hung out in one of the sites. That was site 3 to the right, and then 4 to the left and 5 to the right. And there's one of the restroom facilities. So you can see, they've got trash cans, they've got water. That pull-through site is number 6. That pull-through site is number 7. And then 8 is the back-end site to the right. And then site 9 to the left. Not a very big pull through there. You would definitely wouldn't want to do that with a big rig. And then site 10 there, not very deep. Site 11 is that pull through with the pop-up. And then site 12 with that old Eureka tent. And then 14, and then these back-end sites on the right there are 15 and 16. And I'm waiting for this RV to back in. And then through the magic of YouTube, we didn't have to wait very long. So that should be 17, 18 on the left. The RV's backing into 19. And that's site 20, I think. All right, so we are going to follow the path with the red arrows heading into Loop B, and we're going to do the first half of Loop B. So as we head out of A, if we hang a right at this intersection, that'll take us out of the campground, but we're going to go left. And traffic does travel in one direction on these roads, so keep that in mind. If you miss your turn, you just go around the loop again. And so as we make our way around this curve, off to the left is the amphitheater and the riverbank access, and then to the right is one of the restrooms. And then we're going to pass, let's see, Site 21. This is extra parking over to the left. And then I think that's Site 23 there. I'm sorry, I should have said Site 22. That was not 21 when I said that. But anyway, all right. So that is that's Site 25 there. That pull out to the left. 26 is that back end site that's just off camera. And then that's Site 28 to the right, 27 to the left. And we're going to hang a right here. And then this will take us from 29 to 41. So there is the second restroom in Loop B. Across from that is 31. And then 32 to the left, 33 to the right. 34 is the back end site to the right. And then I think that's Site 37 to the left there. And 39 to the left. 38 to the right. That campsite 40 there is the camp host. And that is the handicap site 41. All right, so we are going to go back into Loop B and do the rest of it. So we're going to recover the ground by the river and then follow the path with the red arrows. I wish I had had more time at the park. I mean, we crammed a lot into what we were doing, but I would have loved to take some time and do some bank fishing on the Green River. There's a sign by the amphitheater with kind of the fishing regs and the types of fish you can catch there. And most of those fish would have been new species for me, so I'm bummed that I didn't have the time to wet a line. But maybe next time. There's just so much to see in these national parks, and Dinosaur National Monument is amazing. I've wanted to go here since I was a kid, so just an incredible place. Okay, so we hung a right last time, so we're going to go straight for a little longer. And if we go left, that would take us into Loop C. We're going to do that next, but we're going to hang a right. And so we are going to pass, I think that's Site 42 on the right, and then 43 on the left, that back end site, and then Site 44 to the left. And then these are Sites 45 and 46 to the right, those pull-offs, or pull-throughs, I should say. Site 47 to the left. And then that is Site 48 to the left, and then the back end sites 49 and 50 to the right. And then we have pull-off site or pull-through site 51 to the right, 52 to the left, which is where the cargo camper is parked. That was our site. And then 53 to the right, 54 is that back end site to the left. And then the last pull-through site is 55 to the right. And according to the map, that little building is the ranger station. So Just never stopped in there. Okay, we are going to follow the path with the red arrows. We're going to go by the Green River one more time and hit Loop C. That's what we get with the one-way roads. Sometimes we have to cover the same ground multiple times. But I don't mind driving along the Green River. I love the big trees in this campground. It was welcome to have the shade. It gets pretty warm here, especially in the summertime. So I definitely didn't mind having some shade trees to give some shelter. It was a dry heat, which was good. So as we come through here, we're going to head straight. And instead of turning right like last time to finish up Loop B, we're going to go straight. And that takes us into Loop C. And so we're passing 56 to the left, 57 to the right, 58 to the right. That red truck is 59. And then 60 off to the left. And then 61 to the right, 62 to the left, 63 to the left. And that back end sight is 64. Now, these are one-way loops, but some of these back ends are not the right direction, like you can see right there, 65. So if you are going to back a trailer in, I guess you have to go the wrong way in the loop to get your trailer in. But obviously don't go the wrong way every time. I think that was 69 to the right there. Or if it's a small enough trailer that you can manhandle it and turn it around, that is always a good thing. That should be sight 70 to the left. And then we have 71 to the left, 72 to the right. 72 is hardly any parking, as you can see. I mean, these are, car camping only, really. I think that's site 76 to the left, 75 to the right. There's the restroom for Loop C. And that's site 77 where the van lifer is. 78 to the left, 79 to the left, site 80 to the right. Then we have site 81 to the left, 82 where that big diesel pusher is. And then site 83 is that back end site. Okay, we're going to follow the path with the red arrows and then head out of the campground. And that'll complete the driving tour of the Green River Campground. So we're going to hang a left. And if we went straight, that would take us back into Loop C. So we're going to hang a right. And this takes us through the section of Loop B that will take us to the exit. So just a reminder, there's no electric hookups in this campground and no water hookups. So there are water spigots stationed around the campground where you can fill, water containers and things like that. Generators are allowed, but there are generator hours. So we ran our generator. I had to stop and talk to my kid for a second. And so we skipped that. Obviously, if you have solar or that kind of thing, that's a great way to have power, but you can run your generators during normal hours. I can't remember what quiet hours are. It's usually around like 8 to 8, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., but different campsites have different rules, so keep that in mind. And we've turned left, so we're going past the ranger station and then up the hill, and this takes us out of the campground. So when you get to the main road, if you head off to the right, that takes you to the quarry exhibit where the fossils are. If you go to the left, there are some great hiking trails and then a pioneer cabin, which is worth seeing. And that's a drive-in tour.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that review of the Green River Campground at Dinosaur National Monument. Hope it was helpful. And guys, just a couple things to keep in mind. While the restrooms do have running water with flush toilets and sinks with soap, they do not have shower facilities. So that's something that if you're used to staying in state park campgrounds, or if you're camping mostly in the eastern United States, most of the places that we camp have shower houses. Most of the places that we've camped out here do not. So make sure that you have plans for showering if you're on a long trip. A great thing that we do is we stop at truck stops and use truck stop showers. They're usually pretty clean and pretty nice, and it's a small fee, so it's not really that big a deal. But just keep that in mind if you are going to camp here. Other than that, guys, great campground. I love the big cottonwood trees. They're awesome. Of course, they're dropping cotton all over the place, but that's just part of it. And of course, the Green River was awesome. Sorry, guys, I got the hiccups for some reason while I'm trying to shoot this video, which is no fun. But guys, this place is awesome, and it's a great place to come, and especially if you've got kids, to show them dinosaur fossils. I mean, who doesn't want to see dinosaur fossils? It's amazing. But a beautiful, beautiful national monument. Definitely a place to come. And staying in Green River Campground is the place to stay if you are wanting to see the fossils. It's really close. There are petroglyphs on the canyon walls and other things to see, as well as the fossils. So this part of the park is a fantastic place to come and stay and visit and see. So guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We exist to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. So if you have any questions about camping at Green River Campground or Dinosaur National Monument, drop some in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Or if you've stayed here at Green River, tell us how you like the campground. You can also connect with us on other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, or our website at campoutside.com. This has been part of our 2024 summer tour, where we have gone all the way from our home in Tampa, Florida, out to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington and back. And we still have more to go, guys. We are on the downward side of our trip. We're heading towards Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park next. So be sure to catch that if you're interested in that campground or camping there. And guys, we still have other content to bring you from this trip, so it's not over yet, so stay tuned. Guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, give me a thumbs up on this video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that little bell so you're notified so you don't miss a single video we produce. We got a lot of stuff coming out on camping, hiking, and fishing all across North America. So if you guys like that kind of content, follow along with us. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.